Look at your hand, right now. Notice the slight, almost imperceptible tremor in your fingertips. That isn't just caffeine or fatigue, it's the physical manifestation of a biological hijack. You are currently part of the largest, most sophisticated psychological experiment in human history, and you never signed the consent form. We like to believe that we scroll to find happiness, a brief laugh or a spark of inspiration to get us through the day, but the math says otherwise. The architecture of control doesn't want you happy. A happy person is a dead end for the machine. A happy person is satisfied, still, and fundamentally quiet. They don't click, they don't buy, and they don't stay online. Welcome to the algorithm of despair. We are about to deconstruct the invisible scaffolding of a world that is precision-engineered to make you feel broken. We are going to explore how social engineering has rebranded your natural human suffering into a multi-billion-dollar commodity. By the time this journey ends, you won't just see the apps on your screen differently. You'll see the infection. You'll realize that your anxiety isn't a malfunction of your brain. It's a feature of the system. In the 1940s, a man named B.F. Skinner proved he could control a creature's soul by giving it food at random, unpredictable intervals. He called it the Skinner box. Today, that box is made of glass, silicon, and high-frequency light, and you carry it in your pocket. But the modern architects realized something Skinner didn't. Negative reinforcement is infinitely more profitable than positive joy. Anger, fear, and outrage generate 400% more engagement than peace. The algorithm has mapped your amygdala, the ancient part of your brain that detects predators in the tall grass, and it has decided to keep you in a state of perpetual emergency. You aren't using an app. You are being kept in a state of emotional arousal. They feed you rage bait and doom scrolling, not because they want to inform you, but because as long as you are afraid, your prefrontal cortex, your logic, your humanity, is effectively offline. You become a data point that is easy to manage, easy to trigger, and impossible to satisfy. Because an insecure person is the perfect customer. If you feel less than, if you feel ugly, if you feel left behind, you are ready for the cure. Notice the shift in our language. We no longer have bad days, we have depressive episodes. We aren't distracted, we have attention disorders. We aren't lonely, we have social anxiety. The architecture of control has clinicalized the human soul. By giving a medical label to every flicker of your spirit, they have commodified your healing. They use therapy speak to weaponize your self-improvement, convincing you that the natural heaviness of living in an artificial world is a personal pathology that requires a professional cure. They've engineered a world that makes you sick, a world of isolation, blue light, and constant comparison, and then they charge you for the exit. They sell you a subscription to an app to help you breathe. They sell you a pill to help you focus on a job that drains your life force. They sell you a course to find yourself in the very digital maze where they hid you. It's a closed loop. They create the fire and then they sell you the water. This is the ultimate social engineering, making you believe that the solution to a systemic structural problem is a personal private purchase. But why make you sick in the first place? Because a healthy, satisfied person is a dead end for the economy. A healthy person doesn't need the new car to feel status, the better skin cream to feel worthy, or the life-hacking seminar to feel productive. Control requires you to feel like a project that is never finished, a vessel that is always leaking. They need your serotonin to be low so that your consumption can remain high. They have mapped the terrain of your insecurities and turned your search for meaning into a profit center. This brings us to the most subtle form of control, the destruction of the authentic self through the permanent performance. Think about the last time you experienced a moment of genuine beauty, a child's laugh, a sunset, a quiet morning. Did you feel it? Or did you frame it? We have become the brand managers of people who don't exist. We are so busy watching ourselves being watched that we have lost the capacity to simply be. When you know you are being observed by the digital panopticon, you are no longer living, you are performing. And a person who is constantly performing is a person who is constantly exhausted. This exhaustion is not accidental. It is the tactical depletion of your willpower. In the old world, control was a physical wall. In the new world, control is a cognitive fog. They have flooded the zone with so much optimization that the human spirit has begun to flatten. We speak in hashtags, we dream in emojis, and we let predictive text finish our thoughts because it's faster. But what are we rushing toward? When our language becomes shallow, our internal world follows. We are witnessing the death of nuance. The algorithm hates complexity because complexity takes time, and time is the one thing the architecture of control cannot allow you to have. It needs your reaction to be instant. It needs your outrage to be immediate. Because as long as you are reacting, you are not reflecting. And if you are not reflecting, you are not in charge. You are just a biological relay station for a digital signal. We have arrived at the final frontier, the total colonization of the human impulse. We used to worry about Big Brother watching us from a distant screen, but now the screen is moving beneath the skin. We are being told that we need to upgrade our biology to stay relevant in an age of artificial intelligence. They are selling us the dream of telepathy and instant knowledge. But every bridge is a two-way street. If you can use your brain to control a computer, the computer can use its algorithms to influence your brain. Imagine a world where your brain-computer interface detects a dip in your dopamine levels and automatically triggers a micro-purchase of a mood-lifting experience before you even realize you're bored. You won't even know you were sad. You'll just know you felt an urge to click. This is the total colonization of the human desire. They don't have to stop you from doing what you want if they can make you want what they need. But this biological takeover is only possible because we have already accepted a deeper lie, the simulation of reality. Have you noticed how everything online is starting to feel the same? The same faces, the same voices, the same viral moments repeated ad nauseum. We are witnessing the dead internet theory becoming a physical reality. AI models are now training on AI-generated content, creating a feedback loop of sterile, optimized perfection that has no room for the messy texture of human life. When the world around you is a simulation, your rebellion is also simulated. Your dissent is just another data point used to refine the next version of the cage. We are becoming ghosts in a machine that we no longer understand, serving an architecture that views our humanity as a bug, not a feature. We are being merged into a giant algorithmic swarm where the individual is a luxury the system cannot afford. So, where is the exit? If the architecture is everywhere, in our malls, our pockets, our language, and now our biology, is there any room left for the soul? The answer is as simple as it is terrifying. The only way to regain control is to become unprofitable. The system relies on your predictability. It thrives on your reactions, your patterns, and your data. To break the architecture, you must introduce noise into the signal. You must reclaim your attention as if it were your last drop of water in a desert. This doesn't mean moving to the woods, though that's a tempting start. It means practicing the radical act of being bored. It means sitting in a room for 30 minutes with no screen and no performance. It means reclaiming the nuance of language, reading books that were written before the algorithm was born, before your thoughts were being optimized for someone else's profit. It means looking at a sunset and deliberately choosing not to take a photo. You must protect your internal privacy. You must have thoughts that you never share, feelings that you never label, and moments that are never content. Control is a ghost. It only has power as long as you believe in the menu it provides. The strings are only there if you continue to dance. So stop dancing. Look away from the screen. Feel the weight of the air in your lungs. You are not a data point. You are not a user. You are the observer. And the moment you truly observe the architecture, it loses its power over you. Choose the silence. Reclaim the void. Because in the end, the only thing they can't control is a mind that has found itself in the stillness.